All right. Shalom. All right. First and foremost, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. Salakia. And today's lesson, all right, it's gonna be quick. All right. And it's gonna be about, you know, the Israelite women. All right. You so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American women, you are Israelites and you are daughters, princesses of Zion. All right. You are the daughters, all right, princesses of the Most High. All right. And you are to conduct yourself, all right, in being modest. And what I mean by that is not dealing with multiple men. All right. You see, because what do we have today? All right. The women of our nation have become, queens, meaning whores. All right. The Lord don't deal with whores, man. He don't deal with queens. He don't like that. All right. The women of our nation, they're supposed to have respect for themselves. All right. And fear and love the Lord, have respect for themselves and be pleasing and submissive and obedient to their man. All right. Not being in other men's face and you have a man. All right. Because you have women today, you know, that are married to another man. All right. And they'll go and deal with another man. And that's off. All right. That's off. All right. Because, all right, the Israelite woman, all right, she is supposed to be under her man. All right. Not out here twerking, shaking her ass. All right. Trying to follow these wicked ass women. All right. Trying to be boss bitches and all this and that. And being sluts and whores in the city. All right. And that's even in the scriptures. And we're going to get it. All right. This is Deuteronomy. All right. All right. This is Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore or the price of a dog into the house of the Lord thy power for any vow, for even both these are abomination unto the Lord thy power. And we know sodomites, that's going into the Israelites, the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, the men are not supposed to be homosexuals. They ain't supposed to be transgenders. All right, all that is an abomination. That's wicked as fuck. All right, it's wicked. All right. And for the men of our nation that's doing that, all right, that shit is off. All right, you just being a demon and they wicked as hell. All right. They got that demon on them. All right, that faggot spirit on them. All right, and they don't desire to be with a woman. They desire to be with a man. All right. And they have that strong delusion on them. All right. And it's nothing they can do about it. All right. But for the women, All right, it says what? There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. So you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American women, you ain't supposed to be being whores, all right? Because technically, all right, the first Israelite, the first man that pops you, and what I mean by that is he takes your virginity, all right? Technically, that's supposed to be your man, all right? But once you start jumping from pogo stick, you start dealing with multiple men, you have multiple sex partners and all of that, now you going off, all right? That's not right. That's totally out of order, and that's backwards, all right? But over here in this society, America, all right, spiritually, Egypt and Sodom, all right, that's promoted, all right? Women can do what they want, wear whatever they want, show their ass, be out there twerking, jumping from man to man, talking about they sex partners online for the whole world to see. They can wear all this makeup and dye their hair and all these wigs and weave and walk around and call themselves boss bitches and all this and that and run around and being a bunch of whores, all right? That's promoted, all right? In this society, it's looked at as normal, all right? And that's because of this society, how it is now and how it's set up. It's wicked, all right? All right, in the Israelite woman, starting with the Judite woman, which is the so-called black woman, the head tribe, all right? She, all right, all women, all right, they've become the biggest whores on the planet, all right? Because they follow Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, all these stupid, wicked ass Israelite women that sold out to this fucking cracker, all right? And leading our people off, especially our women, to be whores and sluts and telling them that they don't need a man and they hate us and all this and we ain't nothing, all right? They have been brainwashed and they doing the same shit, all right? And that's going off, you know? This is Proverbs, all right? This is Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. All right, and that's going into these women, these Israelite women that's out here being whores and sluts and dealing with multiple men, got all these kids, have all these sex partners. They didn't dealt with so many different men. They got different men's spirits inside of them. All right. So a lot of these women, all right, they've been passed around. All right, used goods. They've been defiled. It's and you know it's unfortunately it's nothing that we can personally do about it. All right, because we live in this punk ass effeminate society, and when you speak out against these things, they call you crazy and all this madness. All right, but that's because that's what you people like. All right, that's what's promoted. Israelite woman, all right, running around, jumping from man to man, and all this and that. It's looked at as normal. All right, but it's not. It's not normal. All right? You see? And that's why, that's why too, all right, when all hell breaks loose, a lot of our women, man, all right, Zechariah 13 verse 8 says what? And all the land said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, the 2/3, and which is majority of women, because women outnumber men. All right. So a lot of women are gonna get their heads busted, dragged on the street, raped and killed, and their kids. All right, they're gonna be starving. They gonna be fucked up. All right, and a lot of them, it's sad, but a lot of them deserve it. All right, because they're arrogant and they feel they hate us. They feel as though that they don't need the Israelite man. They're better off. They can do what they want. They can go deal and have kids and deal with these crackers and these other nations, and they don't need us and all this and that. And they talk down on us, all right? And some of us, some of us have been treated, bad, you know, you know. But that's what's gonna happen, all right? You see, the truth is that the Lord is not pleased with 2/3 of his people. He's not pleased with our people, man. All right? All our people want to do is smoke weed, get drunk and high. All right? And there's nothing wrong with having a drink. All right? But it's called balance. All right? When you just willfully just getting drunk, being a drunkard, and you getting high and being a nigga, all right, that's where it's a problem. All right? But that's all our people want to do, especially the women. They want to eat, they want to smoke weed, roll up blunts, get high, go to the club, and twerk and shake their ass, all right? Be in all these different men's faces. And some of them are married, they have a man, and they still participate and do all those things because nobody is holding them accountable. All right, that's the problem. You see? All right, because in the ancient world, if a woman was betrothed to a man, to her husband, and she dealt with another man, that's adultery. All right, her and the man will be stoned and killed and put to death. All right, but in this society, it's looked at as it's normal. All right, it's cool. All right, that's why it says what? Woe unto them that call what? Evil good and good evil. You see? That put bitter for sweet, bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter, you see? They call good evil and evil good. You see? That's how this society is. It's twisted. All right? You got faggots, dykes running around. All right? The women of our nation, all right, they're whores and sluts. They running around calling themselves queens, independent, and boss bitches. They got all these kids by all these no good ass niggas. All right, this our people, our whole nation. All right, our people need some help. Our nation, all right, needs some structure and some order. All right, not chaos and all this bull crap that they talk about. All right, talk about, oh, it's sad, man. You know.